This is the day the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and we shall be glad in it. It's so good to join you this morning for our Tuesday morning devotional. Very quickly, Brother Ross simply wants to talk about if you live by the applause, you'll die by the boos. If you live by the applause, you'll die by the boos. Watch the story here in 1 Samuel chapter number 18. The Bible says, as they were coming back, David returned from killing the Philistine. The women came out of all the cities of Israel, singing and dancing to meet King Saul with tambourines and with joy and with musical instruments. And the women sang as they played and said, Saul has slain his thousands, David his tens of thousands. Then Saul became very angry, for this saying displeased him. And he said, they have ascribed to David 10,000s, but to me they have only ascribed thousands. Let me just be real clear with you. You have to be very, very careful when you live by the approval of people more than you do the approval of God. It is much more important, and I would much rather be pleasing to God than to be disproved by people, because the reality is, you know as well as I do, that people, as long as you're pleasing them, you have all of their support and they're behind you 100%. Oftentimes what you'll find is that that's a false support. As long as you do what they tell you, when they tell you, how they tell you, they're on your side. But as soon as you do something that they don't like, many of you can testify even on your own job, that as soon as you do something that's not to their liking, though it might be right, they will begin to boo you. And when you live by the applause, you'll die by the boos. Be very careful. What did David do? David lived not from the applause of people. That's why when people began to boo him and turn on him, he still had his connection with God. Be very careful when you allow the approval of people to outweigh your approval of God. As long as God is pleased with what you're doing, brother and sister, you keep on trucking. But as soon as you begin to put more faith in what people say, then you will be at their whim and find yourself doing what pleases people, and what pleases people might not please God. What's my word prayerfully to hopefully carry you through the rest of this week? When you wake up in the morning, make sure that you start your day with this in mind. God, I seek today to want no one's approval but yours alone. I pray to God this word bless you. Be blessed.